Erin Saulino, and I'm a Plymouth Township resident, and I'm a lifelong resident of the district. Around December of 2017, I had seen a bunch of Facebook posts from friends about the December 2017 school board meeting. And what I saw really disturbed me. Essentially, the new board that had been voted in, the majority, had a prepared statement where they decided to fire the current solicitor who had been there for over a decade. And he was one of the most experienced educational law school board solicitors there were in the area. And since that meeting, I started attending as many meetings as I could. As I met two other moms who were pretty outraged just like I was. The two moms were Chris Epstein and Beth Petrino. So throughout the past year, I was able to meet and get to know Beth Suchlin, Sue Moore, and Kathy Peduzzi. They are great people. Kathy Peduzzi is one of the most honest people I've ever met. Every board meeting, she always asks her, without regard to every policy that's being passed or discussed, what is the PSEA's stance on this? Are we following their lead? And every time, she always asks us, was always something in her mind that we should be doing. She is never afraid to speak up for people in the audience. And one day the solicitor was ignoring me when I was speaking directly to him. And she asked him to address me since, to be respectful of those around you. And I really appreciated that. Sue Moore, I've also gotten to know this year, and she is such a font of experience and knowledge. She's a former special education teacher. She's been on the board for 17 years. Her children have all moved to the district now. Her grandchildren are in the district. She has so much experience in negotiating, in understanding how the union works, in how the contracts are done, and how past boards, the thought process that went into making decisions. And I feel this past year that all of that experience and knowledge was untapped by the board majority. Beth Suchlin and I got to know each other this year as well. It turns out we take the same train in the morning. She was on the previous board that made the plans for the initial Colonial Middle School renovation. And they had actually laid out a plan and had the architect, and were getting ready to get started. And the new board came in and just trashed it. And they fired the architect just as they fired the solicitor. So for all the reasons I discussed, I really would like to ask you to help me in supporting protecting Colonial's future. These 5 candidates, Sue Moore, Kathy Peduzzi, Beth Suchlin, Chris Epstein, and Beth Petrino, are just really committed to making sure that the students and the children are first in all decision making, and that they're also responsible to the taxpayer. And to me, that means everything. It shouldn't matter about politics, it shouldn't matter about party, it shouldn't matter about donors and quid pro quo, because it's the most local of all elections. And for that reason, I think it shows why a nonpartisan group is the best, because they don't bring all that other stuff into it.